when we're sitting here dancing because that's fun music, Tay.
Thank you. I can't find your bumper, but I'm going to look for it. So you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll deal with stuff over here.
This is Lynn Donovan, and my co-host Sue Hawes is still in Iowa taking care of some family matters up there, so we all need to keep her in our prayers. Tay, how are you doing today?
Dandy.
I'm glad to hear you're dandy.
Yeah, just trying to.
I've heard that about
Have you?
That you're dandy. Mm-hmm.
Who'd you hear it from?
All kinds of people.
Again, I don't know how to take that. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad.
Anyway, we have got an amazing show today. Because of COVID, we have been starving for entertainment, and hallelujah, it's back. We have got a dinner theater melodrama, and today in our studio is Kathy Heron. Hello, Kathy.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. And we have Ray Linebaugh.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ray. And we have Kathy Splitberger.
Gerber.
What a glorious day. What a glorious day. I need a simpler name for you. That's just all there is to it.
Just think of
Gerber.
split pea and then Gerber baby food.
Yeah, I always want to put a burger on it, but it's Gerber. But yeah.
You want me to write it down?
Yeah, because you usually,
No,
Tay usually writes me prompts.
I do. Big cue cards. No, don't.
At least I got Ray's name right.
Well, that's
Yes.
true.
For once.
You know what? Want to take any bets for later?
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how
You're
it goes,
voting
yeah.
against me, then totally. Anyway, we are so excited to have you guys here because we're going to talk about this dinner theater melodrama that you actually wrote, Kathy.
Yeah, we at Civic Theater had approached me quite a while back and asked me if I'd be interested in directing their annual New Year's Eve show,
Yes.
which was a dinner theater. And typically that had been a murder mystery.
Right.
And I just thought maybe it was time to kind of freshen some things up and to try something different that we hadn't done in a long time.
True.
So we approached the board about doing a melodrama,
Yeah.
and then to kind of incentivize that, I told them I could write it so that they didn't have to pay royalties.
Nice,
And
nice.
that-
Save some money.
Yeah, and so
And plus, since we're kind of restricted a whole lot by COVID, you were able to sort of write around that.
exactly, it is written with social distancing in mind, and we know that audience participation is something that our the folks here, the supporters in Fremont County, have always enjoyed. But we
Right.
knew we couldn't do the things we had done traditionally.
Correct.
So we have some other kind of fun ways we're going to talk about in just a little bit here. Ways the audience can be engaged in the show and kind of be a part of it.
Yes.
And so we just want to make it a really fun family kind of an event.
Right. And it's funny, 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 I have been told.
Sure.
Can I get a
No.
witness?
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty
it's
funny.
funny, yes.
Yeah. So I'm so excited. All right. The name of this play is, are you ready for this? Love Feeds the Hungry Soul, or Belly Up to the Salad Bar.
The old melodramas always used to have two names.
Yes.
And so we couldn't move away from that.
Yes. And it sounds like a lot of men I know that
Hey. I resemble
that
that
would
remark.
rather not have a salad, but would rather have a big old fat juicy steak.
Especially on March 20th.
It sounds like there's some of that going on.
And brisket is part of the menu.
Oh,
Yeah.
brisket is part of the menu.
Mm.
All right, and this is going to take place March 19th and the 20th, so Friday and Saturday. It's at the Abbey, everyone, so yay, we get to go back out there. And the doors open at 5:30, the dinner is served at 6, and the show starts at 7.
Right.
Right. Now, it's $40, correct?
It is.
For adults.
Yeah. And I know that people are thinking, that might be a little steep, but I'd like to remind folks that in the past, that has been the standard ticket price for the New Year's Eve murder mystery.
Right.
And because Fremont Civic Theater hasn't been able to do anything for over a year, their coffers are pretty low.
Yeah, a little thin.
And, yeah, so this is a fundraiser for
Nice.
that organization as well.
Well, and it includes a meal. And honestly, if I went out and ate a meal at a nice restaurant, I'd spend that per person. Plus, I get a melodrama to go with it.
Exactly.
So, dinner and theater. Love it. Love it. Okay. Now, you do have a kid's price
We do,
for the tickets.
$20.
$20 for them. And they get a meal, too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Now, the important thing, because of COVID, we're looking at 5 to 8 people maybe might come as a family, sit at a table. So you've really got to go buy your tickets all at one time.
Right, and
Or-
in person.
Or have someone go buy your tickets all at one time.
Right.
And that way you're a little, not say guaranteed, but more likely to sit together. That could be subject to change depending on what's going on. But where can we get those tickets?
Those tickets are available, and the reason we just have one location this time is because of the COVID restrictions. It would have been very difficult if we had multiple ticket outlets. So
Right.
we are asking people to go to Absolute Accounting at 621 Main. Luann will probably greet you right at the desk. She's very
Yes,
friendly,
she's very
and
sweet.
and that way you can also pick the table where you want to sit because they
Nice.
have a seating chart. So
Awesome.
if you want to be a little bit more conservative about social distancing, you can choose one of the tables that are set a little further back,
Okay.
or a little bit more off to the side, or closer to the bathroom, or whatever you want to do. So,
Closer
but
to
that
the bar.
yeah, so that's what we want to make available to folks, and just let them know it is important that we just have the one ticket
Right.
outlet.
So Absolute Accounting on Main, I think pretty much everybody knows where that is, but it's not that hard to find if you don't.
not.
So go there and get your tickets, and just remember that if you're going as a group, to get your tickets all at one time,
Right.
which is what I'm going to do when we get done here.
Me too.
We're all going to do that. Okay, guys, let's take a break for commercial, and when we come back, we're going to talk some more about this, and pretty soon we're going to hear a snippet from the play. We are back with Right Time Radio, and we are talking to two cast members and the writer and director of this melodrama that is called, I'm looking for it, Love Feeds the Hungry Soul, or Belly Up to the Salad Bar. That's just fun to say. So that tells me the play is super fun.
It's and Kathy's going to talk about it here in a minute, but
Yeah.
it's got a lot of really, really, really bad culinary puns.
Wonderful. You know, most people love puns, so that's going to be fun. All right, so like Kathy just said, we're going to let our other Kathy give us a little bit of information that's going to be shared the night of the play. So take it away, Kathy.
All right. As we all know, COVID-19 has changed the way we do things these days. Typically, this show involves a lot of up-close interaction with our audience. This year will be a little different. You may have noticed there is a culinary theme to the play, and because it is a typical melodrama, there are a lot of bad puns sprinkled throughout the characters' lines. Once we start the show, pay particular attention to how many puns there are and keep a tally. For instance, if I was talking to a lady and noticed her wedding ring, I might say, "That's a beautiful ring. How many carrots is it?"
Oh
And
boy.
the word carrots
It
would
gets
be
worse.
the pun.
It gets worse.
Yeah, it gets much worse. And our cast will try to help you out keeping track of the various puns, as they will be slightly emphasizing those words throughout the play. You don't need to start keeping track of the puns until we actually start the show. And the other way we would like to have you help is to allow you to write down and provide a variety of one-liners. You may have located slips of paper on your tables, or
Will be.
will be, and write down your lines, remembering this will be a family show, and drop them in the bucket up at the front of the stage. Write legibly and big. Then, for the older members of the cast,
I wasn't going to say that. No.
Who cannot wear their glasses.
Oh. Yeah.
and throughout the show, our cast members will step over the bucket and pull one out and read them. Make
Cool.
it part of the dialogue.
Yeah.
And I think that's about all the information. Oh,
Well-
we have the Boo and
Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
little card girl.
yeah.
Okay. Aw.
Yeah, and she's gonna steal the show. She's just a doll, and she'll be holding up the Boo and Hiss signs at the appropriate time, and then the ah, and then the ooh signs, and then the yay. So yeah, she's gonna steal the show.
So the only restriction to that is what, Kathy?
No.
Well, we want people to be involved, but we don't want heckling or comments, because it'll just disrupt the flow of the show and kind of throw the actors off. So we want people to come and have a good time, but
But
we want to keep the focus.
And hiss and everything at the appropriate time.
Right,
So let's
absolutely.
keep it fun.
Yes.
Don't ruin
Keep the
everything for
focus
everybody.
on the production.
Exactly. So I love this. So the audience participation is catching all the puns, making a note of them, and if I know all the puns, what's going to happen to me at the end
We
of the
have
show?
a special prize that is actually part of the show that will be awarded to that person.
You get the bucket.
Oh, that would be awesome. Then I can kick the button. No. All right, that's going to be fun. And then lines from the audience, prompts or whatever, are going to be
Yes, there's
put into the...
exactly. They'll be like, you'll say your line, and then there'll be a space, and we'll take the line out of the bucket that the audience has written, and we'll say that line. It probably won't fit at all, or it could.
Sometimes it
Yeah,
does.
sometimes it's perfect. So
Kind of reminds me of Whose Line Is
Exactly.
It Anyway?
Exactly.
Just to show my age. But yeah, how fun. And shows all your creativity. Well, listen, let's talk about who all are we going to get to see, because most of these actors I know we all know, but how fun to get to see them again. First of all, Kathy Herron is the writer and the director, and then we've got Mandy Brown, who is our producer.
Right, from FCT. She's been
Okay.
involved with FCT for a long, long time.
Right.
All right, then we have the hero is Rob Pollan. That's going to be fun. Our heroine is Audra Pollan, so they're related.
Oh, yeah, kind of. They're married. Yeah, so.
And they're the only ones allowed to sing that breaks COVID distance.
Yeah, they can actually hug.
All right, and the villain. Cast, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Oh, Mulready.
Patrick.
I'm sorry, Patrick.
Patrick
Yes,
is the villain?
Patrick Mulready.
Patrick.
Yeah, with those eyebrows. You
Patrick.
bet. You just can't imagine.
I just can't imagine Patrick like that. Just
Oh, he's good.
yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
really
he's
good.
kidding. He's totally
yeah, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then we've got Dennis Rowe is the owner of the diner. Here in our studio, we have Ray Linebaugh, and you are the mayor.
Yes.
Wow, that's a little typecasting too, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes. I'm thinking about running for mayor for Canyon City, too.
There you go.
Well,
that's
except that
another
you don't
show.
live in Canyon City. Other than that,
You can still run for it.
There is that, yeah.
You know.
He'll be the mayor of Squashville. I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
I'm just getting into character with this food thing.
Hot water. He's
yeah.
mayor
The name
Hot
of the
Water.
town is Hot Water.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's in hot water.
He is. He will be.
I like that.
All right. Kathy Split Gerber is
good
his
job.
sister.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
know I did it twice.
Yeah.
She's on a roll. She got his name twice and your name twice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
So-
we also have as that same character, we've got Julie Griffo. Now tell us why we have two people playing one part.
So we had hoped originally, after we knew we couldn't do the show for New Year's Eve, to do it around Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Well, it happened that Kathy Splitgerber had a prior commitment for that Friday.
Okay.
So we asked Julie to come on board, and then she could take that role on that night, and then Kathy would have the Saturday night performance.
Okay.
But then when we bumped it back even further now into March,
Yes.
we wanted both ladies to still be a part of the show. They're part of our little cast family.
Right.
So the one night they will be the mistress of ceremonies,
Okay.
and then the next night they would be
His sister. Mayor's sister.
the cast member, and we're just going to flop it back and forth.
Nice, how fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's very generous of you guys. All right, we have two more characters that we have on the play, and one of them is Brendan Pardue. That's
Everybody
gonna be
loves
fun,
Brendan.
and he is the judge. I can totally
Here
see
comes
that.
the judge.
That's what
Here
I was
comes the
thinking,
judge.
yes. Flip Wilson, here comes the judge. And Dun, dun, dun. Vivian Brown is our card girl. Now, you all know how this works, where you have someone walk out on the stage and holds up a sign that says applause or whatever.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
She's... There we go. Very good. Thank you, Tay, for the sound effects.
Oh, wow. Let's do
So,
it again.
Vivian Brown, how old is she?
Oh, she's in kindergarten.
Ooh.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
so she did the little one.
That is
But she's
fabulous.
actually Dennis's granddaughter.
Okay.
She's going to steal the show. She's
Yeah.
just a doll.
Awesome. So she'll hold up the boo and the hiss and the, so, okay, that is too much fun. All right, so, and we also want to recognize some people that have been helping you guys in the background and various other ways. And one of them is Kay Linebaugh, in any relation to...
Perhaps.
Anyway.
I see a theme here. I don't.
And Dee Hosa.
Uh-huh.
And then we also want to thank Spirit Riders of Florence for some stuff that they've done for you guys.
They helped us out a bunch with the
Right.
costuming.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they have in their
Right.
store besides antiques is a lot of costuming.
Right.
I think they're the ones that put on the,
Steampunk.
the steam, thank
Yeah.
you. Word left my brain.
Yeah. This
So-
show is set in like the late 1800s in a little old west town. So
Okay.
there is a definite look to the show. So she was able to help us out.
So much fun. And Kathy, you said you get to wear your Little Women's wig again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a Gibson
That was
girl
awesome.
wig. Well, I don't know how awesome it is, but it's a wig.
Well, I thought you looked awesome in it. I am so excited. I cannot wait. And I am going to go buy my tickets just as soon as we get done here. All right. Well, listen, let's take another commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to share a scene from the play. Okay, we are back with Right Time Radio, and this is the part I've been waiting for this whole show. We're going to get to hear a little bit of a snippet.
Do you want to hear this first?
I do.
Okay.
Hey,
She wanted to know what the moron test was.
Yeah, I saw this.
And it's not
recently.
how to get this job.
Oh,
So
oh, okay.
so anyway, here's the moron test. So I get it to come up.
Yeah.
This is a test of the emergency moron system. Had there been a real moron in the room, you would have seen a small mushroom cloud where the idiot had been standing.
There you go. There's the moron test.
I know the test that you took to get this position. I do.
Do you?
Yes. They took a jar of marbles and you had to put them all in your mouth. And
Yeah.
then you had to say, Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled peppers. When you've lost all your marbles, you get this job.
That's pretty much how it was. You're a bear to swallow.
All right, listen, everybody. Here is a snippet from Love Feeds the Hungry Soul or Belly Up to the Salad Bar.
All right. So we're going to start, and I'm going to be playing just a couple of roles. I'm going to be Candy. I'm going to be the waitress.
Okay.
This pop, and she's the heroine.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to jump in and be Kathy's college friend that's come to visit.
Okay.
Okay. So Candy begins with, well, is there anything else I can get you?
No thanks. As always, my meal was wonderful.
Why, I would put you up.
Is that him? Well, I would put you up against. I'm on the wrong page. Well, I would put you up against any of the chefs in the nation, and that's no yoke.
Why, thank you, Mr. Mayor. That means a lot to us. With support from you and the other folks in hot water, we'll surely be recognized as the cream of the crop among Colorado's family diners. Thank you again. We'll see you soon.
You sure will. Say, what's the lunch special today?
Why would you want to know what they're serving for lunch?
Because we'll be back for it in a few hours.
You see, this is the only diner in hot water. We have practically every meal here.
Really? Doesn't Emma cook?
Oh, goodness, no. Every time she tries to follow directions on how to prepare something, it just ends up a recipe for disaster.
Sadly, he's right. No matter how hard I try, I can't produce any edible results.
Well, Miss Emma, you'll be pleased to know we'll be serving your favorite fried chicken and tater salad.
Oh, me so happy! It's the kind of day where you just want to shout, And that is where we would pick up a prize or a slip of
line.
paper
Oh.
out of the, yeah.
Oh,
Purple hippopotamus.
Yeah.
what?
Something we were talking
Yeah,
about
we were
earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Must have
That
missed
was
that
my line
conversation.
I contributed.
Oh, okay.
You just want to shout, purple hippopotamus.
Yeah. Or what a glorious day.
Yeah.
Or something, I don't know, like,
Some of the ones that we've been practicing with are like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo,
Okay, yeah.
Who Let the Dogs Out.
Right.
and Houston, we have a problem. Things like that.
That was your last one.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I couldn't see it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Again, you have to be able to put your glasses on to read them, right?
Well, or if they write big enough, you know. That's the other one I had a hard time with. But Candy, the young girl, Candy Corn, the heroine stands right behind me so she can read it and
There you
whisper
go.
in my ear.
Tell you what it is. That's fun. Sounds like rehearsal has been as much fun as
Oh,
my
man.
gosh.
what the audience is going to enjoy.
Yeah.
And I've repeatedly told people that when I was writing this, I had some thoughts in mind, and I had some. I kind of had these guys in mind for characters because I knew
Yeah.
we couldn't do open auditions because of
Right.
COVID.
Right.
And so as I was writing, I was trying to kind of picture them, but they have brought so much more to this script, and just the characterization
Yeah.
that they have, they've made each of their characters their very own, and it just has really fleshed out the whole show. And
fun.
yeah, it has been really an exciting time. So.
Good.
And we could do one more little scene
Let's do. We
that
have
would be
plenty of time.
between Ray and
Okay.
Brendan,
Okay.
and I'll be Brendan
You'll be
since
Brendan,
he's not
okay.
here. So we'll go to
Give us a
Act-
second. We're going to get
Act
to
2.
the right
Yeah, get to the right
page.
page,
Scene
yeah.
1. There we go.
All right, take it away.
Okay. Gum one, come all. It's time for the competition to commence. Due to safety concerns, we have spread out our contestants out throughout the town. Before we introduce them, I would like to review the rules. First of all, each of these cooks have been chosen very carefully. They each excel as barbecue chefs, so this is a high-stakes event. And taking on the difficult task of selecting our winners is the esteemed barbecue master himself, Judge Mental.
Hey! Here comes the judge. All right. Ale, ale, the gang's all here. I couldn't be happier than to be in hot water with you. One by one, these chefs will be pruned from the competition. They will be judged on the following: preparation, proper cook, presentation, and personal preference. Then we'll all get to chow down.
All right, thank you, Judge Mental. So here is where you can watch our cooks in action. Miss Chardonnay is in front of the general store. Mr. Rudy Bega is cooking by the feed store. Mr. Tom Mato will be over by the city hall. And let's see, Mrs. Honeydew will have a spot next to our medical facilities, the Mayo Clinic. And Mr. Artichoke will be by the bank. And, it looks like we have a late entry to our cook-off. A newcomer to hot water, Mr. Russell Sprouts. Let's see, the only spot we have left is over by the livery stable.
Ew.
And, of course, the one and only, the multiple barbecue beast himself, the man who gives us goosebumps. A man who needs no introduction.
You're kind of milking this, aren't you?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm, hot water welcome to Mr. Brock Lee.
When this baby hits 88 miles per
Oh,
hour.
that's the wrong one, sorry. I had another one.
Serious.
Yep. So when we
That
say
is too fun.
bad
Oh,
puns.
but so
I
fun.
think it's
Okay.
cool.
Okay,
I like it.
Let's see how good we did. I've got yolk produce. Am I
Oh,
right?
wow, yeah, so far you were keeping track.
Gum, cream, cherry, steaks, ale, prune, chow chow, Chardonnay, tomato, honeydew, mayo, artichoke, sprouts, milk, and broccoli. Oh, and liver. Liver for the livery.
Livery stable.
Yeah, because you went, how'd I do?
Yeah, well, you did miss miso.
I did.
Miss miso happy.
Me so happy I did miss
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Wow, but I'm so impressed you got that many.
I don't eat miso, so.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I don't even know what it is.
I'm not sure what
Makes two of us. Okay.
Me don't know what that is.
Wow.
Me so stupid.
No.
You heard it here first, folks.
Not at all. I think this is phenomenal. I know you had a lot of fun writing it.
Yeah.
You're having a blast rehearsing it.
How many times you just crack yourself up when you're doing this?
All the time.
That's what I thought. It's
All the
like,
time.
that's
And
funny.
then
I
these
don't
guys
care.
will come up with something else. Well,
Yeah.
we changed a line late in the show because I literally woke up out of bed and went, "Oh my gosh, we got to add this."
Yeah, I hear
And
you.
so go to
I hear
to
you.
that actor and go,
That's
We're
cool.
changing your line." So you know,
Hope you don't mind.
yeah. No, they have been actually they've helped come up with some cute additions as well. And that's what's nice about having such a talented group of actors and actresses in this community. You feel safe in feeding off each other, making suggestions, providing those opportunities to just grow as a cast member, but also
Yes.
to grow as a theater family. And we have a great theater family here
That's
in
true.
Fremont County.
I know you've got the script, but is there sometimes that somebody kind of goes, when the situation hits, like, well, this would fit in this situation, but I need to ad lib a little bit because it doesn't fit the situation.
Right, right, yeah.
That's
and they are, all of these guys are seasoned, really. Well, except for Vivian. I mean, she's
Yeah, we are.
6, but they're seasoned actors, and so they can handle that.
Right.
And so or if something really weird happens on stage, as can happen with live theater, they can all
Yeah.
adapt to it and respond to it appropriately, and the audience loves that.
Or if they accidentally do something, you're like, keep that in.
Yeah. There's been
Too good.
there've been several things.
The first rule of theater is you don't lose character no matter what. And so you end up knowing everybody's lines before you and after. So you have saving time. When that person messes up, then you can save them by preempting the next line or whatever, or reminding. So, and everybody there, because this is a comedy, you have to keep from laughing. And that's why we have rehearsal, because we make each other laugh, sometimes on purpose, but just to get them to, do one of those.
Makes me think of the Carol Burnett show. They always had each other cracked up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, they like, you could see them. They're doing
you see
everything in their
them
power
fighting.
not to just blow up into laughter. But some of them is like, it's funny to watch because like they're just wanting to go loose.
Well,
and
off
can't do
stage,
it.
when everybody's doing it, every time we're laughing our heads off. And Kathy, who wrote this, she's out there hysterical laughing, and that really helps us.
So that's,
Well, it's because, again, bringing it to life, taking what was just mere lines on a page and giving it and fleshing it out and allowing those characters to really come through.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's,
I know the audience is absolutely going to love this. I cannot wait to come see this.
Well, we just want, we had to abide by the restrictions of COVID.
Right.
And we had to do that with safety in mind. But I think all of us are just, if you'll pardon the pun, hungry for some some entertainment and some opportunities to come together.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And to just be, gain that sense of community back.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have very much missed having the entertainment, and I'm so happy that you guys were able to bring it back right off the bat with something this amazing. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
oh, yeah.
All right.
We hope so.
Yes. Oh, I can tell. I can absolutely
Did
tell.
we mention the menu that they can get?
We should, but let's take a commercial break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about the food that you'll actually be eating.
Oh,
That's going to get really funny now.
we are back with Right Time Radio, and we are talking to the cast, two of the cast members of the melodrama that's going to be March 19th and 20th at the Abbey, and it is called Love Feeds the Hungry Soul, or Belly Up to the Salad Bar. It's written by Kathy Herron, and we have her in our studio today. So happy to have you here. And then Ray and Kathy, thank you so much for sharing the snippets from the play. Those were amazing. It's always hard to kind of figure out which ones to share and which one shares too much. So
Yeah.
it was great to have you guys do that. It just sounds like so much fun. We want to remind everybody that you need, if you're a group of people, you need to get your tickets all together at one time, and you can do that at Absolute Accounting, which is in downtown on Main in Canyon City.
It's right across from the Owl restaurant, right straight across.
It's right across there, down a little ways from that Mexican restaurant. What's that called? That taco place.
Juan's.
Yeah,
The new one. Yeah.
Juan's Taco. That's pretty good too.
Oh, yeah, well, I need to go downtown because I haven't even seen that place.
There you go.
Stuff's changed down there all the time.
They
That's
do.
for sure.
There's all kinds of new stuff coming in.
It's kind of like the Kaleidoscope store. Every time you go downtown, there's something different.
Yeah.
Tickets are $40 for adults, $20 for children. Is there an age break there that's
I
kinda
believe it's 12.
specific? Okay.
Yeah.
Or under.
Yeah.
And let's see, I think that's everything. But tell me,
The menu.
when I go there,
Oh, yeah.
what are my choices? Because I know they always give you 3 choices.
Well, and Kathy can help with this too, but we would
Okay.
say that you do have, when you go down to buy your tickets, you'll make that decision then,
Okay.
so that we can get those menu choices to the Abbey staff with plenty of advance notice.
Okay. And we
So-
also get to pick where we sit, pretty
Yes,
much.
yes.
Okay. So
So-
what's on the menu?
The menu, they have chicken mango, lasagna that's vegetarian,
Ooh.
and briskets.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Appropriate to the show.
Isn't it, though?
It is appropriate to the show.
There's
Yeah.
some more audience participation.
Yeah.
That is
Synchronicity.
awesome. Well, I was telling you during the commercial break, I have never had a meal at the Abbey that I did not absolutely love. I felt like I walked away from a 5-star restaurant.
Right.
So whoever's down there and cooks, kudos to you, because it is phenomenal food. So you can't go wrong no matter what you pick.
And we've always enjoyed the partnership with the Abbey and being able to do things with them, and they've always been so gracious about letting us get in early, do some dress rehearsals.
Nice.
We're bringing in a little bit of an elevated stage. And yes, they just love working with us. We love working with them.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. And such a wonderful place to go to do these kind of things. It's roomy, you got restrooms. I mean, it's really nice. So I love that. Well, what is on the horizon? What have we got coming up after all of this? Hopefully something's starting up again.
Well, so they have started on the first Fridays that we do downtown in Canyon City. As part of that first Friday night evening offerings, they are starting an improv night at the Fremont Civic Theater office, which is right next to Absolute Accounting, 623 Main.
Okay.
And so people can just drop in. It's a suggested $2 donation, but that's not firm. They also have some refreshments that they're selling. Last time they had homemade cookies, and they were huge.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I saw. I didn't. Yeah, no. As I am.
As she brushes crumbs off the
Yeah.
plate.
But
That
and
would be
so
a lot of fun.
yeah,
So
and
you
I think
kinda-
we're starting to build that more.
Good.
And people are welcome to come down. Maybe they're thinking about breaking into stand up or something.
That's
If they
what I
have
was
a
thinking,
a
yeah.
brief little bit that they can do that's family friendly.
Yes. Yes.
But and then they did some different scenarios and different ways to play around and just kind of spark some of those creative juices. So there's some very talented people in this region.
There are.
So
Well, and I was thinking, people move in here and out of here all the time, and so if you're new to the area and you're kind of wondering if maybe you couldn't do community theater, that would be a great place to go
Absolutely.
and kind of get your feet wet.
and if that scares you to death,
Yeah.
you can just go watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have to participate,
They'd
although
probably
they
be very
encourage that.
entertained.
Yes, absolutely.
Last night we had a Fremont Civic Theater board meeting,
Okay.
and we're discussing. Fremont Civic Theater has been around since 1947. It's the oldest
That's
civic.
older than me.
It's older than me.
Wow.
By a decade.
Don't let them drag you into that.
yeah,
Just leave it alone.
I'm not even going there,
No.
but we're thinking October. If this show goes really well, and
Okay.
because financially we're really hurting because of the COVID thing.
Sure.
So we're thinking about Sister Act,
Oh, nice.
which is October, and so we're looking. That's very expensive show. So hopefully this show goes over really well, and we need members. So we'll probably announce both nights of the drama that we're doing. That if you want to be a part of Civic Theater. And we need stagehands, we need costume, we need all kinds of people. And like Kathy was saying, there's a lot of people out there that would love to get on the stage, but they don't know if they can do it. Well,
Yeah.
if you've ever told a lie and got away with it, you are an actor. So,
Oh, that's true.
well, it's true. That's where I started.
So now I'm a professional. All right.
Just envision your mother, and you've got to get away with this, or you're going to get your.
Oh yeah, if you can lie to your mother
Yeah.
and get away with it, you are really good.
There you go.
But anyway, we need support because, like I said, it has hurt all the civic theaters across the state, across the nation.
Yeah, across the nation.
So we're starting over again, and
From scratch.
yeah, we're really starting from scratch. So.
When do you think the call will go out for people to come try out for Sister Act? Do you know?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but we think because there's more we always have more women,
Right.
that we think we're going to have a plethora. That's in the play, that's in the
Yes,
script.
yes.
We're going to have a plethora of women that would like to try out for Sister Act. There's only like 6 guys in it, so
Okay.
this
And
is
and guys come out.
Please.
Yes.
Yeah. We really do need more men in our community.
oh
Yeah.
yes.
I know I had a hard time with that when I was putting on Haunted Java. It was tough to get enough men.
It is.
And we actually changed some of our characters from a man to a woman, which worked because it was board members
Oh,
essentially. And so,
yeah, we've done that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and so I would think if they're planning on doing the show in October, because it's a musical, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you need a little bit of extra time. So I would think that they may start this summer
Yes. Yes.
doing auditions and then starting rehearsing, especially the musical aspects of it.
Right.
So, but
And there are a lot of talented singers
oh my
in this
gosh.
area
Yes.
too.
Yes.
So I'm thinking of some that I know of that aren't in community theater, and I'm going to mention it to them because
Right.
they are such excellent singers. So.
Right.
And I know we always want to, Civic Theater has for a long time really wanted to also help grow up children
Yes.
Oh,
with
yeah.
theater opportunities. And so I'm sure they'll be looking at some of that. And then when we celebrate the end of 2021, hopefully we'll do another dinner theater or something.
Oh,
So
awesome.
Yes, yes. We are also working on a children's right now. Marcy DeCastle she is our director for children, and she's doing online video things with kids
Okay.
right now.
Awesome.
So
Like
we're
a Zoom?
yeah, it's Zoom. I don't understand all that,
Yeah.
but anyway, she is working with kids right now,
That's
awesome.
awesome.
and that is
Yeah.
really, really good.
You give them permission to act up and not get in trouble for it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, you should go.
I know. I'll be a star.
Do you sing?
I can.
Yeah. That's like
I haven't in a long. Well, I can't say that.
just
I
because
haven't-
I can't
Sings in the shower.
sing doesn't mean
I hate.
don't.
I hate getting out in front of a bunch of people and talking.
Really?
Really?
No,
You're
I'm
kidding.
just joking.
I was going to say, you're kidding.
I'm a professional rodeo announcer. I have to get out in front of people and talk.
Announcer, yeah.
This is easy. This is just
Yeah,
y'all.
great
I know
voice for
people are
radio,
listening,
Ted.
but yeah, I used to be terrified to actually get out in front of a bunch of people I don't know and talk. But somebody said you need to go do this. I'm like, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really is. Once you get into it, it's a lot of fun. It's still
Oh, it
scary when
is.
you get up there. But
I love to make people laugh, so
Yeah.
it brings me joy when I hear this. So laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And loud.
please do laugh at the appropriate places.
we always do here. That's this show.
Well, that's true.
Sometimes
We
it's
do.
unintentional, but hey.
Well, I always said that my gift from God is to be the comic relief, and that's my gift, so I do it
There you
all
go.
the time.
There's always one in every crowd.
I'm more nervous before I go. I am a nervous wreck before I go on. But once I get on that stage, I am. You play the audience, and
Yeah.
that's when I'm more relaxed.
Yeah.
Is when I'm on stage. A lot of people, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
But for me, I love the audience.
Once you
But-
get that first line out,
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
way, then it's like, okay, I'm in it.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well, and we also have a great audience in this.
Oh,
This
absolutely.
Oh, we do.
community loves
They do.
creative, artful
do.
things. You have art exhibits and just all kinds of stuff, and people just show up in droves. So
Yes.
I'm hoping we get to have the Blossom Festival this
Actually, it is.
They
Last
are.
time I heard, they are going to have first and possibly second.
Yeah.
But it's
really?
going to be a drive-by parade.
Yeah.
year. We did.
So
they
I
did
s-
that. They did that.
What?
For the 4th
Yeah,
of July.
last year,
Yeah,
4th
for
of
4th
July.
of July, and that was fun. I had
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
twins here, and they thought it was just
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So
was
they,
fun.
they park the floats along the
Yeah.
street, and then people drive down the
Drove
street to
through.
look.
Yeah.
and,
Is that right?
Yeah,
With
so
your
they'll
window
park them on the
rolled down.
north side of Main,
Yeah.
and then people will come in from First Street and drive up First Street on that south side. That's how I
Yeah.
understand how it's
Well,
going.
they
so.
came into Duck Park or
Exactly, yeah.
Centennial.
That's the way we
Same
did
way,
4th
yeah.
of
We had the
July.
Marines
Yeah.
booth there,
Yeah.
and we
We
raving
saw
at
'em.
people. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really, and the cars were lined up
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
across the.
Yeah, we were.
I
Do
would
you think
imagine
they'll
it's
have the
going to.
carnival too, maybe?
Oh, they're still talking
They're,
about that.
they're
I
talking
think.
about that. I haven't heard anything for sure yet.
Because
But
most people will have their, well, I don't know, by May vaccinated.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
they were talking about the rodeo too. That well, we don't know if they have enough time to get enough sponsors because you're not going to be able to have what we call cheeks and seats
Right, right.
to pay for it. So it's all a balance now.
It is.
Yeah.
It
So,
is.
but we do have the Fremont County Fair coming up last part of July, so that
Absolutely.
could change a lot of
Yeah,
things there too.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we've missed all that stuff, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I said, in this audience here, the people here love to get out and do stuff because it's just such a beautiful area to be. What a blessing it is to live here.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
say that every day when I leave my house because our first thing we see is that mountain to the west, and it's like I don't want to ever get used to that. I want to always love seeing that.
You want to hear a little bit of trivia? Remember the
us.
Colorado plates? How they
yeah.
have the little mountainscape on
Right.
it? You know what? If you look at the mountainscapes west of us here,
It's
that's
that
what it's
one.
modeled after.
Oh, I did
Because
not know
the inmates that were making the
Right.
plates use that.
Right.
So
that is
Isn't
very
that cool?
interesting. Ted.
so
That
everybody
is.
everybody in the state of Colorado has those plates with
Knows
that on
this
it.
spot.
Has a little bit of Canyon City with it.
That is awesome.
Wow, that is awesome.
Well, when people ask me where I live, rather than just saying Canyon City, because a lot of people haven't heard of it, I tell them where the Royal Gorge is. Everyone knows where the Royal Gorge is, or
Oh,
at least
yeah.
they've heard of the Royal Gorge. So
Yeah.
that places me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we're-
You know they flew the Zamunda flag.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That was
Yes,
cool.
On the bridge.
Yeah.
I did see
75
that.
feet tall, 120 feet wide.
It's huge.
The thing was huge.
Yeah.
Some marketing guy. That's just genius.
I know.
Absolutely.
Genius.
Did you see the movie Coming to America too?
Not yet.
It was good. Paul and I
I've heard
watched it.
people that's kind of been off and on. It's good,
But I
but
like
the first one was hilarious.
I like that kind of stuff. So all right, anything else you guys we need to
We just would love to see everybody come out. And
Give
we-
the dates again.
Okay,
Yeah.
March 19th and 20th. And you can contact Fremont Civic Theater or talk to the folks at Absolute Accounting, and they can give you the details if you didn't catch them during the show.
Right. There's FremontCivicTheater.com if you want to go online, and then Absolute Accounting. So that's
Thank
what I'm
you.
going to be after the show. I'll see you there, Kathy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for coming.
First, but
Okay.
I'll be there right after you.
Great. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Coast to coast. Coast fills the overnight Saturday and Sunday, 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. AM 1400 KRLN, Canyon City.